All right, hello everyone. We got a pretty crazy match going on today. Slasher versus J-Man.
Yes. Their PBs are only about a minute apart, so if one of them really messes up, the other one could capitalize and possibly win the race. So this isn't, a complete guaranteed win for either runners here, which is how you want it to be.
Yeah, let me check challenge real quick because J-Man doesn't done any matches yet. No. All right, yeah. So this is a pretty big match for and Slasher's going. Okay.
Yeah, I guess they're pretty far off sync, and J-Man did not start his timer. Well, that's gonna make syncing them a little hard to do, but I bet they'll figure it out. They're gonna have to like sync it up with the IGT.
All right, hello everyone. We got a pretty crazy match going on today.
Okay, well, now J-Man's a little bit ahead, I think, but not actually ahead. It's like he's probably a few seconds behind.
Now starting his timer.
The other one to capitalize and possibly win the race. So all right, so now looks like so Slasher's probably about a second ahead of J-Man, if I had to guess. Although I think J-Man does not play on a fast Wii, so it might be a little more or less depending on low this or whatnot.
Yeah, I know they're using a race room. Oh, J-Man doing a weird ground punt there. They're using a race room, so hopefully J-Man should be able to get an accurate time still at the end.
Yeah, he might be able to like start his timer after he beats the level. Oh, J-Man getting hit. I don't know if he knows the
Oh
backup
man,
for this, but I don't think he does. So he'll
there is
probably have to.
there's a backup where if you grab the ice flower in 1-2, you can get a propeller from Yoshi with eating 5 berries, but it does not look like he knows about that.
Yeah, so he'll probably have to go to 5-3 or go to Mushroom House to get a propeller backup. I'm not too sure how comfortable he is with doing 5-3.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he does it or not.
Slasher with a decent 1-2 though, so
Yeah.
Sasha's already taking a pretty commanding lead here.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's still the start of the run, so a lot can happen, but Sasha's in a really good spot.
Yeah, this is a pretty important match for Slasher because if he loses this, he will automatically be going to the loser's bracket since he already lost to Cat the other day.
Yeah, so Slasher's 0-1. He needs to win at least 2 of his 3 sets to make it to winner's bracket. So, and his next opponent is a pretty difficult one. So,
Yeah.
he's gonna have to really like try hard for that. And J-Man, this is his first race, so obviously, he's probably going into this with low expectations just because of him being the underdog. But sometimes you just give him a little bit and they run with it. And
What is
J-Man,
J-Man doing?
I'm not too sure what J-Man's doing here. He must be having.
He's heading to the wrong 1-3 exit.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like he remembered to get Yoshi here, so he's going to go back to get him.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
died.
taking a death.
That's unfortunate. Slasher with the okay run. He hasn't really made any huge mistakes yet, so that's
Yeah.
putting him significantly ahead of J-Man already.
Yeah, it is early on, but I would say this is already a fairly commanding lead.
Yeah, like this. I mean, he's definitely very, very far ahead, especially considering the fact that he still has a propeller suit and J-Man is stuck
Oh,
with
hopping off of Yoshi.
Yeah, so he's at the end of the level though. So, but yeah, it is pretty safe to say that Slasher is almost certain to win this race, but it's still not over yet. So we'll have to just see how it goes.
Yeah, he can always have a 5-4 meltdown or something.
Yeah, that is a very real possibility. I don't know how much J-Man practiced 5-4 and all that, so he might
I
he
saw,
might have done a lot.
I saw he was practicing it earlier before we got on.
Yeah.
So
So Slasher in World 5, already very far ahead of J-Man. I have not. It's kind of hard to see exactly how far ahead he is because of they're not exactly synced up, and J-Man did not start his timer. So we're gonna have to kind of just guess. But it's safe to say that Slasher's probably at least a minute ahead, considering the fact that J-Man.
I'm just gonna assume that they're pretty much synced and just go off of Slasher's timer.
Yeah.
Because I think Slasher got a 3:59 World 1 fade.
Yeah, if you add the time loss from not having his propeller suit, he's probably about a minute behind.
Yeah, so... Yeah, so there's about a 50-second difference right now, but J-Man still needs to get a propeller suit in 5.3. So that'll be another, like, 10 seconds.
Ooh, and so did Slasher, though.
Yeah, looks like his stream's a little laggy. At least on my end.
Unfortunate. Slasher was practicing this level a lot yesterday, so that he probably isn't very happy that he got hit here.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, though. He still has a pretty good lead on J-Man.
Yeah, his lead is still substantial, but it is not as substantial, and this basically ruined any hope of this being a good run that because he also needs to have Slasher with this run with these races here probably is worried about trying to get a good median so he can get a better seed if he does make it into the winners bracket. So he probably is going to try to get a good time instead of just like focusing on winning the races, which is I'd say is probably his best play.
I mean, with the situation he's in, I'd say maybe it'd be better just focus on winning at the moment.
Yeah, with this race, definitely shouldn't worry about his median because this is almost certainly not going to be like relevant to that. But his next races,
he can still get a solid run. That's not like a terrible mistake.
That is true. He can still get a pretty decent time. And J-Man taking a death, not doing the one-sided wall kick back up there, which is not that easy.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Hard.
And so yeah, he also did not get the checkpoint, I think, unless I'm blind. No.
He didn't. Oh, that is rough.
So that makes that a significantly more substantial death there because now he has to play the entire level again. So is just.
I'm not sure. Is he gonna have to die again later because the vines?
Yeah, the vines are gonna be in the way.
Missing the star. Slasher getting the propeller back up.
Yeah, so I don't know. J-Man is either gonna die after the checkpoint or if he's gonna die later. But if I were him, I'd probably just die after the checkpoint or something. Because you need to be small Mario anyway, unless you can do that. Oh, he avoided the checkpoint again. Let's hope he doesn't die.
Interesting. Yeah. From what I know, J-Man hasn't played much for a while, so I'm hoping he knows that he has to die at least. Again.
Yeah, that'd be pretty unfun if he like finished the level and then was like, "Oh, the vines are blocking me." He didn't. He got through there without getting hit.
Actually, I'm not sure. Isn't it different based on what level you die in? And
that could be the case, but to my knowledge, I don't think it matters what level you die in or anything. I think the vines move the same, but I'm not an expert and I'm not 100% sure if that's the case. So that might not be true.
Yeah.
So J-Man and Slasher finishing their levels at roughly the same time, which means that J-Man's about an entire 5-3 plus Piranha behind Slasher.
Yeah, so that's about probably a little over 2 minutes.
Okay, I got confirmation that the vines are different depending on what level you die in, so I'm not too sure how that's going to matter. Hopefully it's not a big issue.
J-Man is forced to get a 5-2. That is not good.
Yeah, so he can't get it back up in 5. He might actually just stop at the Toad House here, unless the vines were blocking it. Oh, Slasher getting hit in 5 tower.
Start a 5 tower. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, that's not very common. Usually you play this part a little safer because you don't have any pressure. But
yeah.
Sometimes. All right, so now for Slasher, this run doesn't really have any chance of being good, in terms of like his seeding. So he's probably just gonna focus on winning this race.
Yeah, on the bright side for Slasher, a mistake like that is at least to happen on this run where J-Man is kind of not doing too great.
If you make a mistake, you generally want it to be on a run where you and your opponent are having bad run. That way, it doesn't affect that much. Because even with that mistake, he's gonna have a pretty substantial lead because J-Man also doesn't have propeller for 5 tower. And I don't know how he's going to handle that.
Yeah, so we're not going to see a 5-4 skip out of either runner this race, unfortunately.
Yeah, unless one of them decides to go back for propeller in the Toad House.
J-Man little scary.
Yeah, this level without propeller can be a little weird. And Slasher having the time of his life here with this spring.
Oh. Slasher cannot get up. He's small now. Hopefully he doesn't die on the spikes.
Yeah, that'd be a little unfortunate.
I don't know if he had the checkpoint or not either.
Well,
He's
it's
probably gonna
fine.
grab the mushroom. Yeah.
Just hope he doesn't die in the boss fight, but getting hit twice on Iggy is not very common. So yeah, this run is at this point, it's both runners are on not very great runs, so it's more so about winning the race and less so about getting a good time.
Yeah. You know, J-Man, he definitely still has a chance to catch up if Slasher makes another big mistake.
Yeah, I mean, if Slasher continues to play like he has been, and J-Man just really plays good, J-Man might not be finished just yet. So yeah, Slasher exiting 5 tower. About probably a
10, 21.
minute and a half behind a good run. So at this rate, it's just about getting the win and not about trying to get a good time.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna focus on trying to not die anywhere. Which is probably the best play at this point.
Yeah, and J-Man is probably, I'm not too sure what he's thinking right now. He's probably going to try just to focus on cutting his losses.
Yeah. Yeah, so Slasher's just gonna have to ride the raft here since he does not have a propeller. It's, you know, gonna have a pretty boring level ahead of us.
Yeah.
J-Man also having some fun on the spring.
Yep. Well, it looks like he had less fun than Slasher did. Yeah, unfortunately, when you have 2 players without propeller at this point in the run, it's very, honestly, it's not that much to say. It's just like they're basically playing the levels like you would when you were
Yeah,
a
it's pretty
kid.
much just a casual playthrough for these 2 levels without propeller.
If only you could do like a
Especially
5-4
5-4.
skip with Ice Flower or something like that. That'd be really cool. But
Slasher
unfortunately,
can always get hit and go for low percent bomb full.
yeah, that is something I guess he could do. But Slasher's playing it pretty safe right now.
You know, making sure just to keep his ice.
Okay, man. Hopefully, you gotta beat Iggy.
Nice little ground pound.
So J-Man is through 5 tower. So he's going to 5-4. I don't know if he's gonna go try to get a propeller for 5-4 skip, or if he's just gonna play the level like Slasher is.
Yeah, it looks like there's about a 2-minute difference between them right now.
Yeah, the lead is significant at this point. Where it almost is a certainty that Slasher's almost certainly won this race, but it's still. I still don't, want to say it's completely over because
Yeah,
it's a race.
there's many World A levels that can completely change it.
Yeah, so if J-Man locks in, he might still have a chance here, but he's gonna have to really play good.
Yeah, he's kind of just gonna. At this point, he's gonna have to just bank on Slasher having a big death and escape or something.
Yeah, like he misses a checkpoint and then dies at the end of the level or something. Now
Yeah.
Slasher heading to the Boo House, so this is a very easy level and very similar. Propeller doesn't really change much in this level at all.
Yeah, if anything, I think second room is technically easier without it because you can twirl if your jump is short.
Yeah, you get a. So yeah, this level will be better without propeller suit.
Yeah.
Oh, J-Man getting hit by that falling Goomba and getting the Ice Flower, which is the worst of the 2 power-ups for this level.
Yeah, Fire Flower makes it so the enemies about spray out coins when you hit them. which
Yeah,
also stopped the rap for some reason.
I'm not too sure why they did that, but that's how the game is made. And Slasher with a 568 Boo House, which is pretty decent.
Yeah,
Pretty sure his best is like 569, so he was pretty close to that.
it's kind of weird that coins count for the raft, but like Mario himself doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, if he did, it'd make multiplayer, they either have to increase the number or the level would just be stupid hard.
Yeah, I know levels like 9-4. I'm pretty sure Mario affects the moving platforms.
Yeah. Luckily, 9-4 is not in this category. That would be very fun.
That'd be a good time.
So Slasher heading off to World 8 now, which is basically, this marks around the halfway point of the run, give or take a few seconds. So
J-Man taking that a little risky.
yeah, J-Man, you know, he probably he kind of has to play a little risky if he wants to have any chance of coming back. He can't
Yeah.
take stuff safe really. So now Slasher heading into 8-1. 8-1's a pretty you intentionally get hit in this level anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. He doesn't have pillar for it.
Yeah, after 8-1, the route would be back to normal. Because you want to go into 8-2 with small Mario. Oh, avoiding the damage there. Tactical slowdowns from Slasher, seems like.
Yeah, so this level is basically the same with or without pillar, although I'm not too sure why he jumped over the checkpoint there. Because if he dies now, it won't be very fun.
Yeah, hopefully he can get the geyser triple.
Yeah, so now he's a little bit more pressure than normal to hit this.
Oh,
Okay, he missed it. So, but he's
he's
not
gonna
dead yet.
yeah, he's gonna have to wait now. Hopefully not get screwed by meteors, which looks like he is. Oh.
And okay, so earlier we were talking about big deaths that J-Man can capitalize on. That was one right there.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that bad if he got the checkpoint, but unfortunately he chose to jump over it.
Yeah, so Slasher deciding to skip the checkpoint, and that bit him. So now he has to play the entire level again. He doesn't even have the instigated power up as well. So J-Man, just like that, the gap becomes significantly smaller.
I'd say that was probably close to a minute lost.
Yeah, something like that. That was a pretty substantial death right there from Slasher.
Yeah, especially
And now
after
he
having
has
to wait and stuff. Like, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I doubt he's gonna jump over the checkpoint this time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going well, having to wait, and
Almost getting owned by those meteors.
barely avoiding them. Getting the checkpoint this time, though.
Yeah, so now, if he dies again, it won't be as bad as it was last time. But hopefully he doesn't do that again. But J-Man, now he's probably that probably almost, I'd say that's like kind of close the gap almost in half. I'd say I don't know exactly how far ahead Slasher is now. But it's definitely a lot less than it was before.
He's He's a little over a minute ahead, I'd say.
Yeah,
maybe around a minute 10.
Yeah, he was like 2.5 or 2 minutes ahead before, so
yeah. Slasher finished him though.
Yeah, so J-Man is gonna have to have a good 8-1 here. So I'm not too sure what kind of stuff J-Man goes for in 8-1. He needs to get power up as well at some point.
Oh,
J-Man almost
almost
dying
running
there,
off the rock there.
playing it safe. Which earlier I said he needs to play risky, but there he probably would have died and really been in a bad spot. So
Waiting here. Really, as long as he doesn't die, he'll still be getting a lot on Slasher.
yeah, so that's really probably, I don't know if he's watching Slasher, so I don't know if he knows what kind of situation he's in right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's having to wait here as well. This is not great. With all this waiting, he's not really managing to capitalize much on Slasher's death.
Yeah, it's still very helpful to him, but if he had a good 8-1, he would have been a lot closer. But unfortunately, the gap is widening again because of how safe he's playing this 8-1.
At least now he can do the triple, which is normal in the route. Nailing it.
Oh, that was good. Okay, so J-Man definitely is saving back some time because this is only going to be a few IGT slower than Slasher's final 8-2 he got. Sasha having a pretty good 8-2 though, so that's gonna be hard for J-Man to save time on.
Yeah, 423 is decent. Does Slasher not know the stutter steps?
I have no idea. So now they're both about one level apart, so they'll probably
Yeah,
be an 8-7
Slasher.
at the same time if J-Man has a decent 8-2 here.
Yeah, Slasher left 8-2 right when J-Man entered.
So yeah, while J-Man did definitely gain some time on that
Oh,
8-1,
he's
he's gonna need more of that.
and he's bleeding some time already with 8-2 with this beginning.
Yeah, he's playing it really safe, which I mean I can understand, but at the same time, like I said, if he's not watching the stream and he doesn't really know where he is compared to his opponent, there's a good chance he thinks that the race is very much out of reach for him. But he did type in chat, so he probably does know what's happening.
Hey, he probably was watching it, grabbing the checkpoint, playing safe.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
so
Slasher's in 8-7 right now, which not really much to talk about it. Mainly just it's more or less just to optimize the auto scroller.
yeah,
Not doing off and triple, kind of a disgrace, if you ask me.
rip. But yeah, like 8-7 is just like don't die. That's really it. In races, it's mostly
Yeah.
just don't die, and that's not the easiest thing when the lava is a one hit.
Yeah. At least the geysers, they're not one hit, so you can jump into them and be fine as long as you're not small.
Yeah, which you aren't small for most levels, so it's fine. Slasher not jumping over the checkpoint this time.
J-Man getting a 40782. That's like 15 seconds of over Slasher that he lost.
Yeah, J-Man at this point is probably grasping for straws, so he might. I'm not too sure what else he can do. He's gonna have to just really hope that Slasher does have another substantial death,
Yeah, he's pretty much just banking on Slasher having a meltdown at this point.
which is not impossible. But if
Yeah.
Slasher, especially since Slasher probably knows what position he's in right now, he's probably just gonna play it safe and probably not mess up. But you never know.
Yeah, with Slasher not being on a great run, if I were him, I would definitely look into to see how it is. J-Man's stream freezing. Not sure what's going on
Um,
there.
I don't know if the stream is dying or if they are like they paused it themselves. I assume. Oh, his stream is. Oh,
Oh,
he's back.
he's back, and it looks like he died.
Yeah, either he died or the stream went backwards.
No, he died because he started big before.
Okay, so he did die.
Yeah, so just widening the gap. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, at this point, it's not looking too good for him.
Yeah, at this point, Slush is just kind of looking to close the race out. Maybe we can see a bombless from him.
Yeah, he might go start doing some more cool stuff just because he can. Okay, that wasn't very cool, unfortunately, but better safe than sorry, I guess.
Yeah, so those rotating pipes, they're that waiting for that's unskippable unless you're in multiplayer or you're tasked and have a penguin suit, basically.
Yeah, that's like that'd be like a very very large discovery if you could do that as
Yeah. Oh,
color single
Slasher
player.
cutting that skip pretty tight.
Yeah, I mean
Honestly,
at this
wasn't sure if he was
point
gonna make that.
he was just like wanting the gap even more than it already is. So
Yeah,
oh he almost drilled too low there.
almost.
Oh,
Yeah,
he didn't get hit.
getting the checkpoint. Probably gonna play this screw a little safe. Yeah.
Yeah. And then let's see if he goes for his first hit. Probably. If I was him, I'd probably go for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with J-Man's stream.
Hopefully he doesn't die again.
That would suck.
Alright, let's see. Slasher. I think he's gonna get one hit, like one of the bonus hits here.
Oh, looks like J-Man had a death. Starting back from the checkpoint.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, at this point, I'd say it's pretty much just Slasher's game to win.
Every time his stream dies, he just dies. He also dies in the game. So it's kind of
Yeah,
noticing a
it's
pattern
interesting
here.
because it's like coming back right as he respawns in the level. Oh, he's paused. Is this a forfeit? No? Okay.
Maybe you know what? Maybe he died because he was trying to fix his stream.
That could be a possibility.
Like he might have just he's like the race is basically over. So unfortunately, Sasha didn't get any of the bonus hits there. So yeah, my guess is that he was dying because he was fixing his stream and he just like there he tried to pause to fix it and maybe he just did pause or when he paused he wasn't able to recover.
Yeah, whether it's that or something else, it's still pretty unfortunate for J-Man. Yeah, they're more than an airship apart now, which is like probably over 3 minutes.
Yeah, and that's like with a good airship as well. I'm not too sure how J-Man is gonna play this level. He might have a good airship.
Yeah.
So
Maybe he knows Bombless and gain some time back and just prey on Slasher's downfall in Castle or something.
yeah, maybe Slasher just somebody breaks into his house. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna
Slasher's
jinx it.
doing some interesting movement here.
Yeah, he's playing it real safe, which I can
Yeah.
understand at this point. You're not really gonna get a good time, and the race results basically determined. So just like try to get it over with as fast as you can.
Yeah. You know, you never know. Slasher has talked about in the past how he's dropped his Wii. Maybe he'll do that mid-castle.
Maybe his Wiimote will run out of batteries, and he won't have any more in his house. We'll have to
Yeah.
go buy some new ones.
Have to take a little detour to the dollar store.
J-Man playing that screw safe. You know what? I respect it. At this point, just try to finish the run now without any deaths.
Yeah, you know, finishing, no matter what, finishing the run out would be better than a DNF.
Yeah, although I'm not too sure how much longer this run will take from him.
Yeah, you know, he's just playing pretty safe at this point, which is understandable.
Yeah. Oh, that's not very safe, unfortunately. He got the you were too close to the ground, so you didn't ground pound and get hit by the Koopa. Happened to him.
Hopefully Slasher can avoid getting hit in corridor. Okay, getting a pretty easy pattern.
Oh, J-Man ground pounding too late.
Yeah,
And
oh,
he is
cannot hit Bowser Jr.
yeah, he was like letting him go to the left. Alright, well, Slasher here on the end of the run. Maybe he can clutch out the sub 30.
Yeah, this is very, still pretty easy sub 30 pace as long as he doesn't die, honestly.
Yeah. And J-Man here, watching Bowser shoot the stupid things at him. Oh, another missed Bowser Jr. hit,
Oh,
unfortunately.
man.
Oh, he played that really tight, but hey, it worked. So now J-Man is at the end of his run, going to the last split. So, oh, and his stream died again. Oh, it's
Oh,
back, so.
back.
And this time he
Immediately
didn't
back.
die, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Would have been interesting to just see him spawn out of airship again after beating the level.
Yeah, maybe he I don't know. Found a new glitch. And Slasher getting to the fireball, so now it's just time for him to get away from Bowser here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
he did
oh,
not. That's
close
the
to dying
interesting.
there.
He's playing this very interesting, but it's working so far.
Oh,
Oh,
Slasher
but I
taking a
spoke
death.
too soon. And Slasher did not learn Volzavolt, so he's gonna have to not have fun here.
Unfortunate. Yeah, at times like these, a man may wish he learned Volzavolt.
It's okay. Sometimes people just don't want to learn things. So now, I don't know. I think Jamie might know Volzavolt. I'm not too sure
Yeah.
if he
You
ever
know,
learned
I
it.
mean, now honestly, Slasher's another escape death away from J-Man overtaking the lead.
That is true. If Slasher does mess up here, he might actually lose the game. Like this has entered potential comeback territory for Jamie in here.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Oh, Slasher not taking his opportunity to run out under Bowser.
Yeah, the more time he wastes here, the more time is for J-Man to come back.
Yeah, personally, if Bowser jumped that early, I would have had a pretty solid low percent record.
Alright, well, at least he got through. So yeah, at this point, if Sokka dies and escape again, and J-Man doesn't have a meltdown, J-Man could take game 1.
Yeah, an escape death from Slasher will put J-Man in the lead for sure.
And it's already
Even with
happened once, so it could happen again, but
yeah,
hopefully
even
he's
without
probably...
having to watch the Kamek cutscene again,
Okay,
like
J-Man getting the
we're
Fire Flower.
going
Does he
to-
know Volzavolt? He might.
I would assume he does, considering he grabbed it, but maybe it was just for safety.
That would be... It probably is just for safety, but we'll
I
see.
mean, we'll see. Like, getting a weird pattern here. Oh,
Okay, well, he
oh,
set the
he's
double
taking
jump,
double
but
jump.
I have no idea if that was just
Yeah,
a
I'm
coincidence or
not
not.
sure. Oh,
Oh, he jumped too early. He
he
went for it, but he
tried.
went too early. That was almost it. Oh,
Going
but
under
he got
Bowser's
the instant
pretty
jump.
good. Slasher proud. If I were him, I would just try to take escape very safe at this
Yeah,
point.
he has the pressure is real now for him to finish this out.
Yeah, he's taking it very slow. This is interesting. Cutting it close with the lava. Yeah, he's playing very safe.
Yeah. The only bad thing about playing it safe is that if you die, which he almost certainly won't, it looks like.
Yeah,
Alright,
Slasher taking game
Slasher
one.
takes game 1. 32-13. It could have been worse. It was enough to win him the game though, which is probably what he was most
Yeah,
worried about.
yeah. At the end of the day, that's what's most important right now. Just taking the win.
As J-Man finishes up here with escape. Playing it really safe, not ground behind the block.
All right, I can give Slasher the win there.
Yeah, so now J-Man just has to finish this out without dying. That race was a lot closer than it had any business to be, so...
Yeah, I was actually getting interested with how Slasher's escape was going. I thought he could have maybe died and threw the win.
Yeah, if he died there and J-Man had that escape, he would have won, so...
Yeah,
Slasher was very close to losing game 1, despite having like a several-minute lead at some points. If anything, that just proved that this series could potentially go to 3 games if that happens again.
yeah. It also shows why, in J-Man's case, why you shouldn't reset races
Yeah.
because you still always have a chance.
So now we go to game 2. This time, It'll probably go differently. We'll probably see both runners do hopefully a little bit better, but maybe
Yeah, I feel like,
they mess up again.
yeah, both of those were pretty weak runs from both players.
Maybe they both have strong runs, and then we can see maybe a crazy ending with the game 3.
Yeah, we'll see. Not sure when they plan on starting the next one. I don't know if they have another race room up or what. He hasn't sent a link, so I would imagine there's not another room at the moment.
Hopefully this time J-Man starts his timer.
Yeah, that would be helpful for sure. I'm not sure how we're gonna go. I'm not sure how we're gonna get his time for the median. Might be a little difficult.
I'm not too sure when they're gonna start their next race. If J-Man's gonna sit here and watch the credits out. So yeah, game 2 is probably gonna be a lot different than game 1. Because the bar was set pretty low with that first race. So
Yeah, hopefully, maybe we can see some 25s or even better from the runners.
yeah, if the first race was anything, it was just them, just getting all their bad out the way first. So maybe this run we'll see a good race.
Yeah. Hoping for no deaths.
Yeah, that'd be very cool if we saw both of them get no deaths run. Although at the same time, no deaths run would be really J-Man probably would probably not be happy with that because he probably really needs Slasher to have a significant death because there isn't all that many, like getting hit I guess would be pretty bad as well if he got hit in like 5 towers. So yeah, they probably need different things to win the race. It looks like they're about to start game 3 here.
Still no race room. Not sure what both the runners are doing right now.
J-Man says he's having some technical difficulties, so
No, that's unfortunate. Stream was dying a bit in 8-7 last race.
hopefully he gets that figured out soon. So yeah, if J-Man wants to advance past Slasher, he's gonna have to, or I guess not advance past Slasher, but win this set. He's gonna have to now win 2 in a row, which is not gonna be something very easy, but if he gets really lucky and also plays out of his mind, it is a possibility that can occur.
Yeah, so hopefully J-Man can get his issues fixed.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what kind of issues he's having, but I hope they aren't, you know, catastrophic or really, really bad.
Yeah, it would suck if this match would have to get rescheduled or something. Or Slasher would just take the winner. Well, I'm not really sure what we would do in that case. If it's something that bad.
And the Sasha's off. And J-Man started his timer and is also off. And he
Opening the item menu.
He accidentally opened the item menu, so he's already taking a pretty significant deficit this early on. But it's nothing. It's nothing not recoverable.
Yeah, he might already be behind Yacker Tracker's PB.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh,
and, he's having a little bit of a hard time clearing the wall. But he's through.
Hopefully he can keep Repeller in 1-2 this time.
Yeah, if he doesn't get hit in 1-2, he'll already be in a much better spot than he was last run.
Yeah. Very sketchy ending, but he still is pro. Like a 4-4-8.
Yeah, so he's already quite a few seconds behind Slasher, but as we saw from last run, even minutes can be erased in a very short period of time. So it's nothing to write home about just yet. Is he gonna do the ground pound again? No.
No, better pipe entry. I'm not sure what Slasher's doing.
Nice. He's having the time of his life over here.
Slasher getting a triple stop up top.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be honest. I thought J-Man got hit there because the thing like froze for a second. Kind of.
All right. Well, he got further than he did last run without getting hit, so he's already off to a much better start, I'd say. And
yeah, and, you know, Slasher's 1-2 wasn't great either, so not too big of a difference.
Yeah, Slash, like, this is already a much more closer race than it was last run.
Yeah.
But Slasher also had a good start last run, so.
Yeah, hopefully this time J-Man can take the correct exit in 1-3. Wouldn't have to suffer a death this time.
Yeah. Yes, but I mean, I'm pretty confident that J-Man has realized that that's not what he's supposed to do. So I doubt he'll make the same mistake of. Oh, and he got lucky.
No way. Oh, Slasher barely avoiding the Goomba there. Some interesting 1-3 movement.
I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Okay,
Yep.
Slasher up. J-Man spinning over to play it safe.
Oh,
Okay,
not
J-Man,
making that.
he didn't make it, but he got through the level without dying or getting hit, so he's already significantly ahead of his last run.
Yeah, already. Definitely a much better race than last time already.
And yeah, Slasher has been losing a little bit of time the last run, so the gap is way smaller than it was last run.
Yeah, you know. The gap could be closed if we see Slasher get hit during water skip again.
Yeah, Slasher gets hit and J-Man doesn't, and J-Man doesn't mess up significantly. We might have ourselves a close race, which would be pretty cool to see, especially after the catastrophe that was the last race.
Yeah, hopefully, both runners can put on a better show this time. Would definitely not be good for their medians. Slasher looking like he's getting another sub 4, maybe. Yep.
Yeah, so Slasher with another sub 4 World 1.
Yeah. J-Man getting a 4:13, it looks like. 4:14.
Yeah, so for reference, last run, the gap between the runners was about a minute, and now it's only about 13 to 14 seconds. So
Yeah.
way better for J-Man.
Both runners also getting the same Piranha RNG.
Yep. So let's see. If Slasher doesn't get hit here, though, then J-Man might be in some trouble because last run, he kind of lucked out and was able to use that to his advantage.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I think J-Man missed the star last run as well, didn't he?
He did. He got the ice flower, which I mean
Yeah.
wasn't that bad. Oh, but this
Hitting
time
the
he
star
got
this
the
time.
star. Okay, J-Man already popping off a little bit.
Slasher with the interesting triple jump.
He is
Choosing to
not
play
going
water
for that
skip.
stride again because he does not want to
That
get
is
hit.
that's very fair. Maybe J-Man can gain a bit if he goes for it.
Oh,
Oh, a ground pound.
I don't know if that was intentional or if that was on accident.
Also playing it safe.
I respect it. J-Man, not wanting to fall too far behind like he did last run, and he's playing it safe again. He's gonna go down.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So J-Man not stumbling like he did last time. So this race is already way better than last one, which is good.
Yeah, we're not having to worry about vines this time as well so far.
Slasher still has a pretty healthy lead, but it is not nearly as good as it was last race. So
Yeah, I mean, especially after how last race went, anything can definitely happen here.
yeah, we saw how close the race was at the end.
Yeah, Slasher does that spin strat very different from what I see other people do. It looks
I mean,
faster though.
hey,
Still.
he got 93, so
Yeah, no, it definitely still saves time. It's interesting. I think I've seen him get mid 93s with it. I have Slasher almost forgetting what to do in 5-3. He did
yeah,
cover it though.
interesting strat there. So now Slasher, I wonder how Slasher's gonna play the beginning of 5 Tower. If he's gonna play it really safe, or if he's just gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, last run he did get hit at the start of 5 Tower.
So that
Also J-Man opting for 5-2.
yeah, I feel like recency bias is a very real thing in speedrunning.
Yeah.
Like if you make a mistake, you are like a mistake that you really never made before, you are very likely to do that part differently than you did before. Like even though you've done the part hundreds of times and you never mess it up, you mess it up one time and then all of a sudden you're thinking about it.
Yeah, it's very weird how that works.
Okay, Jamin not having an awful 5-2, so still not that far behind.
Yeah. Yeah, both runners do have propeller and going in a tower.
Which is very opposite of how it was last run. Actually, no, Sasha did have it, but he got hit like instantly. So
Yeah.
okay, he didn't get hit by the same spot he did last time, so he's already off to a better
Good.
start. He
Cutting it close to the dry bones.
Yeah, he did not want to go up there and fraternize with him.
All right, maybe we'll see a 5.56 from Slasher.
Yeah, Sasha's pretty good to about 5.56.
Oh, I don't know about this. He probably shouldn't go for it.
Nah,
Yeah.
definitely not anymore. Alright, well, at least he made it through most level without getting hit. If he gets hit here, it'd be bad for 5-4, but not for this level.
Yeah, J-Man having some issues at the start of tower. Making it up
he
pretty
made the
late.
cycle though. And also, I don't
Yeah.
think he's gonna go for 5.56, so he should be fine in that regard.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't think 5.46 should be an issue.
This is very
He's gone to the
interesting
left
moment.
there. That's interesting.
Hey man, it works. It works. He didn't lose time
Yeah,
from it.
Oh. Yeah, he made it up.
And he got
Clearly.
5.45. So hey, it's still a pretty close race.
Yeah. And both runners are on significantly better runs than last time. Oh,
Jamming with the giant turn back. It works, but that was a pretty crazy one, I won't lie.
yeah. Almost, getting pretty close to touching the wall. Oh, that was
Okay, J-Man. I
gonna
see
be
you.
gonna be honest. Not sure how that one worked.
I mean, I don't know if you can get hit from the side while you're drilling down or not. I'm not too familiar with when you're with your hitbox when you're drilling down, but I imagine it's just like a bunch of damage that you can
Yeah.
deal.
I don't know.
But you know
This
what? It
game's
worked.
hitbox is gonna be weird.
It worked, and the race is close.
Yeah.
Slasher saving
Also,
the game,
yeah, very fair.
which
Well, J-Man, I imagine, is gonna save as well.
yeah, I assume he's gonna save. Although I don't know how consistent he is at 5-4 skip. If he's like, you know what, if I miss it, I'm just not gonna bother with it again, or if he's gonna keep going until he gets it.
Yeah, we will see. 5.4 could make a difference.
He
Not
did not
saving.
save, so if
Doing
he
a
messes
turn
up,
back. Alright, Slasher seems to just be taking things safe. That's very respectable.
and ground pounding the block.
Yeah. Just overall pretty safe 5.4 from Slasher.
Yeah. Let's see how J-Man plays it.
We will
Okay,
see.
good start. Okay, J-Man, I
Getting
see
the
you.
wall, getting the wall kicks, arguably one of the harder parts.
Yeah, oh, he's waiting for the little Goombas to go away. That's not really that. I feel like that's a little unnecessary, but as long as he doesn't mess up from it.
Alright, this is looking good.
Nice to get this last jump.
Barely
Okay.
making it up.
Let's see if he finishes the level good. And he made it through. Okay.
Alright, both
Okay,
runners
so
got a 5.4.
both runners have yet to make I mean they made some decent mistakes, but they haven't made anything like it's better than last run, that's what I'll say.
Yeah, so far this run's pretty much just been no huge mistakes, but J-Man just playing way safer and just widening the gap from being safe.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense though because at J-Man's point, even if he did play a little risky, he likely would have still needed a big mistake from Slasher to have a good chance of catching up.
Yeah, I
So
mean, there
it
is
makes
like
sense that he's playing it safe, so that way if Slasher does make that mistake, he doesn't have to worry about being so far behind. It doesn't let him catch up, which I
yeah,
mean I think that's pretty smart.
when you're the guy whose PB is a minute worse, it's kind of hard to choose how to play the match.
Yeah, you
If you want to,
basically it really does depend on how your opponent. Like I feel like in J-Man's case, how he plays his run is going to be significantly dependent on how Slasher plays his run.
yeah. So
But
if
for
I were
Slasher,
J-Man,
Slasher doesn't really have that same thing going.
yeah, if I was J-Man, I would definitely be watching the stream to see where Slasher's at.
Yeah, because you just really can't like do this kind of race without no. I mean, I guess you kind of could, but at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, almost somehow not getting hit there by the boomerang.
All right, well, if Slasher unnecessarily jumps over the checkpoint and dies again, then Jamin will definitely not be like he was last time. He'll probably be ahead. So
Yeah, they have about a 30-second difference, I'd say, right now.
which is like what, a quarter, a fifth as small as it was last time.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, even if Slasher does grab the checkpoint at death, could make things pretty even.
yeah, yeah. If J-Man gets even with Slasher, it'd be kind of interesting to see how he plays, because if he plays safe, he'll start to fall behind again. But if he plays risky, then he could maybe stay a little closer to him, but at the same time, a death would almost certainly do almost just ruin the race for him.
Yeah.
With how Slasher's been playing, J-Man basically can't make any substantial mistakes and get too far behind.
Yeah. We'll see if Slasher chooses to get the checkpoint this time.
Yeah, he'll probably. If I had to guess,
Yeah,
he's probably not gonna jump over that checkpoint ever again.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, in actual attempts, it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, in attempts, it wouldn't really matter, but in a race, he'll probably stop jumping over it.
Alright, Slasher getting 8-1 triple.
Having a little stop at the end there, but he didn't get hit, so he's probably already happy about that. J-Man
Getting some weird meteors.
He's kind of and
Jumping over the checkpoint.
Okay, J-Man.
I see.
Let's hope he let's hope he doesn't die now.
Yeah. That could be kind of a throw on his part.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's playing this safe. You know what? When you jump up the checkpoint, I can respect it.
Oh my.
Okay, you know what, J-Man? That was pretty cool. I can't lie. I'm impressed with how he did that.
J-Man got so unbelievably close to dying 2 times.
Alright, well, you know what? J-Man was like, you know what? If you jump over the checkpoint, I don't care. I'll jump over the checkpoint anyway. And with that, the race is still not that out of reach for J-Man.
Yeah, we're still very much within a death reach if Slasher takes a death.
Yeah, so it really will come down to, although J-Man does look like he loses quite a lot of time in 8-2.
Yeah,
especially
since he's starting big.
J-Man might have to stop playing super safe if he wants to, because otherwise he's eventually going to widen the gap so much that it becomes out of reach even with the bad deaths. So
yeah, it is a tough call, but he is going to have to make that decision, I feel like.
Killing the Goomba for good luck, I respect it.
Yeah, you know that doing that alone, that's probably around 3 seconds of widening the gap.
Yeah, it's just like Slasher hasn't been messing up at all.
Yeah, Slasher's mess ups have been like very minor throughout this run.
Like it's been like
Oh,
it's basically been a bunch of
J-Man
small
missing the
stuff.
star.
Going for J-Man RSG, you'd love to see it.
I gotta love JRSG.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy JR.
All right, so J-Man, still not out of the race yet, but it is becoming a little more unreasonable to win, with how safe he's been playing.
Yeah, this 8-2 is around the same as he got last race. I think.
Which is losing about 15 seconds, which is not the end of the world, but at the same time, man, when you're Big Mario, I feel like you should be playing. I feel like you could play the level a little more risky.
You know, with how safe J-Man's playing, it's making it so death just isn't. It's not gonna put him in the lead, you know.
Yeah, I mean, really, at this point, it started to depend on where Slasher dies. When he was entering World 8, almost any death would have been good. But
An escape death can still do it for sure.
yeah. So honestly, if I was J-Man, at this point, it might be best just to keep playing it safe and just hope that Slasher dies in escape or something, because I don't think he is going to be able to close the gap enough, or a small death will be enough to win the race still.
Yeah.
Because he's probably going to lose a lot of IGT in the rest of the run just from doing slower strats. So at this point, it's basically for him, don't die and hope that Slasher does. I'm not too sure what else he can do.
You know, Slasher does know how to do bombless, so that can also widen the gap a lot if he gets that.
Yeah, if he hits bombless, it'll be, the gap will be significantly wider. So it really just comes down to J-Man preying on Slasher's downfall while also not dying himself.
Yeah. hopefully his stream doesn't start bugging out in 8.7 again. We know how that went last time.
If I were
Oh,
him,
wait, what?
J-Man doing some weird stuff on the coaster.
I'm very confused how he didn't get hit there.
J-Man's, I guess J-Man's just really good at the game, and that's it. Oh, his stream dying in 8.7 again. He
Oh
has to pause
no.
again to fix it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but this time he shouldn't die.
Not okay, yeah. He is alive. It's okay, guys.
But he is pausing, which means he's losing a lot of time. If I were him, I just worry about the run and not worry about the stream, especially if he's already recording it.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh no, it died again, and he paused again. J-Man, you can't be
no,
pausing,
Gene.
man. You don't got that luxury right now.
Yeah, you're already down a match. You can't. It's just if you lose this one,
Yeah, it's an elimination game. You can't be pausing like that. Although it is pretty. The stream delay is so big that he probably has already finished the level by now. So unfortunately, our
I mean, the timers are synced.
yeah, but I mean like his stream delay, because the stream delay to us, so he's probably hearing this as he's finishing the level.
Yeah.
A 3-3-3 though. You know what? Without those pauses, this would have been pretty. He would have only lost a couple seconds, but those pauses added up.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to what Slasher's exit
He had
was. I don't know what the difference is.
3-3-9. So not sure at 3:39, but if you mean the split time, I don't know what it is. I just know that the lead isn't so big where a death and escape will like still be good for him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Slasher, messing up a bit.
Yeah, he's fumbling a little bit. Oh, okay, he didn't die there.
Yeah, J-Man getting the propeller suit. Alright, we'll see if Slasher can hit bombless. If he does, honestly, that may just seal it, even with an escape death.
I mean, we saw last run how he had an escape death, then he had a pretty slow escape because he can't do Volzavolt, so
Yeah, it's true.
I'd say even with bombless here, as long as J-Man doesn't die or anything, he can still be an escape death away. But he didn't get first hit. So
Right. He can still get backups.
yeah, there's still, it's still not over for bombless, but it's not coding double, so J-Man's probably at least a little happy about that. J-Man playing this free safe again.
Yeah.
Respect
At
it.
this point, the backup hits are pretty tough, so I'd be surprised if he gets one. Yeah, that is not the side you're supposed to go on. Yeah, so no bombless, and he went for first hit, so that's just an extra 6 seconds for J-Man to gain.
Oh, almost missed that. All right, well, J-Man is only about one Bowser Jr. fight behind him at this point, so
Yeah.
the possibility that J-Man wins with a escape death is still very high.
Yeah, or maybe even a second room death. That's also a possibility. Although I don't think Slasher's going to play it that risky. Alright, hitting Bowser Jr. this time. Alright, looks like he's just going to opt to not even go for the backup hits, which is fair. Oh, missing the bomb, though. That is unfortunate. Kind of losing back the time he gained from Slasher going for first hit. Oh, Slasher kind of messing up Castle again, like last time.
Yeah, I mean, hey, basically at this point, these small mistakes aren't really gonna do much because if he, like, he kind of just at this point, if he dies in escape, then J-Man is gonna kind of be ahead of him anyway.
Yeah,
So it's honestly best that he just plays this safe and just doesn't just worries about not making any major mistakes because the minor mistakes are kind of irrelevant at this point with this kind of lead.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't die in escape, he's pretty much good. I don't know, maybe his game will crash when opening the door.
All right. Well. Oh, J-Man.
Oh,
Oh
and the death.
no, that's
Man.
brutal. That was a very interesting death, but that was very unfortunate as well. So,
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not even
er,
sure. I'm not even sure an escape death will do it.
yeah.
After
At this
that.
point, it might require what happened last run, where Slasher has a really, really slow escape, dies at the end, and then has another really slow escape. And maybe if J-Man plays out of his mind and also hits Volzavolt, we could see something happen. But
Oh,
oh my God, Slasher, jeez, that was crazy.
yeah. Everyone's just kind of going inside the fire today, but not getting
Yeah,
hit.
nobody's had a really strong 8 castle yet. I mean, Sasha's isn't that bad, but anyway, if Sasha has a good escape, then all this wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah, true.
So,
Yeah, J-Man at this point just kind of hoping that something crazy happens.
okay.
Actually, J-Man would be ahead with an escape death, it looks like.
Yeah, especially if he hits the Volzavolt, he'll be a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
So that death probably didn't mean all that much. But Slasher looks like he's not stumbling like he was last time.
Yeah, this is going much better than last time for Slasher. Oh,
Oh, okay. That was a little scary.
yeah, he's chilling.
And Slasher
GG.
wins it. So Slasher sweeps J-Man. A 33 and then a 25-35. That he can't be that upset about getting a 25 on that.
Yeah, mid 25 is pretty solid for a race.
Yeah, so that's it. Slasher swept J-Man, and he will now he's 1-1, so now he'll play Volza for a potential winners bracket run, but that'll be a hard matchup for him, especially if he does what he did today. But I hope that, I'm pretty sure that he'll probably practice all the stuff he messed up and come back stronger.
Yeah, Volza is generally a pretty solid racer, so that's going to be tough.
Slasher. Hello, Slasher.
So, bro, that first race was so bad.
Yeah, that was honestly, if you died at the end there, Jamin would have stole that game from you. So that was
Yeah,
pretty
were you?
close.
Yeah, were you watching Slasher?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, my strat going into the races is like I've got to watch because if somebody makes a mistake, I can either capitalize off of it,
Oh,
or if I make a
J-Man.
mistake back, then
Oh, that was
oh, did he die? Oh no!
missing the propeller block.
Finish it out, bro. You
Yeah.
need the median time.
Yeah,
My
so
goal in that second race was to play as safe as possible.
I mean, hey, you didn't have any deaths that second race, so J-Man not
Yeah,
equipped
I
with the
mean, I
wait, did he
played
run with
levels
mushrooms?
way too safely.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, at least you didn't drop any games. You're probably happy about that at least.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that upset about how the second game went. I can't be
Yes.
too mad about a 25. Not
Slasher,
a
how do you
race.
feel now? You know, to get to the winner's bracket, you are going to have to best Volza.
Well, that's one of the best players in the game, so I don't think that's happening. But I'll definitely be trying my best against Volza, that's for sure.
Hey, listen, after what we saw today, you never know, man.
I think, what is Volza?
Anything can happen at the end.
Is Volza like what, top 10?
Is he 10th or 11th? I think he's
I
I
will
think he's
look.
11th.
I will look for commentator accuracy here. He's 11th, yes. Timo is 10th.
Yeah, because I know NM got his 04 as well.
Yep. Great run by the homie NM for sure. Thanks for all the GGs in the checks, guys.
Yeah. Now we're just looking for J-Man to finish this out.
Gotta finish it out, bro. Median
Yeah,
times definitely matter.
There are some people on the sheet right now who have a median of DNF, so can still,
Oh,
he's
is there
beating
people
some
who
people.
forfeited both races?
I believe
Like,
so.
got swept and for okay. I didn't know that.
Apparently, there's like 3 people who have a DNF median.
Oh wow.
Okay, so if Jaden finishes the run with like a 30 time, he's gonna what's his median gonna be, like a 32 or 33? I don't remember exactly what he got first race.
You're definitely gonna seed higher just by finishing the race, so this is definitely valuable
Yeah.
to finish this.
I mean, we have no clue what he got last race because of his timer thing.
It's probably like a 33 to 35, somewhere in there. If you want an estimate.
I mean,
You know,
we could maybe just go off the race room or something.
I wonder if you got like let's say you got like a 25 first race and then you were on pace to get like a 30-second race and you forfeited, what would your median be?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what a forfeit like does. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I'm
GGJ,
not too
man.
sure.
From what Caleb told me, it acts as just an infinite time that goes into your median.
Okay.
So wouldn't your median always, so if you forfeit one race, then wouldn't your median always just be infinite?
No, I think it would just act as like the worst time out of your runs.
Because then if
Yeah,
that was the case, then if you had like a 25 first race and you're about to get like a 30-second race, if you just forfeit, you'd have a better median than finishing the race. Which I mean, I'm not too sure if that's true or not.
I don't think that's something you should. Basically, all you need to know is don't forfeit.
I think if a DNF is part of one of the middle times, then your median will be DNF for the time. I'm not too sure though.
I don't know. That's something that they can figure out, how to treat DNFs in a way that doesn't let you exploit them.
Yeah.
J-Man said he hasn't got a VC invite. I don't know if that's something that you guys have to send him,
I can
or
invite him.
SpeedGaming has to send them. I'm not 100% sure.
Here, I'll invite him.
Okay.
There's J-Man.
There we go. Hey guys.
GG's,
Hello.
J-Man.
Thank you. GG. Slasher. Good job, man.
Yes, sir. GG.
Yeah.
Finishing both races is still really good because there's people who have not finished one, so that's definitely good.
Well, yeah. I mean, no reset means no reset. That was so stupid though. Right at the end, I even told myself in the first game, I was like, it's not worth it. Don't do it. And then I was like, I don't know what happened in my head. I went for that stupid downtown. That was so
Castle
stupid.
can be a very difficult level, man.
Yeah, it was so silly. But I was just pumped about. I mean, Castle was just mistake ridden, but up to that point, I was just happy about putting together a mediocre run where I didn't die, getting 5-4 and stuff like that. Just happy to bounce back from the first game.
Think about it like this, J-Man. This is only the first set of tournament. You still got plenty more opportunities to redeem yourself. So.
Oh yeah.
Also, J-Man, we gotta know, J-Man, what does your stream have against 8-7?
Yeah, bro. It just kept dying there.
Dude, I don't know. I don't like. It was blowing my mind. It's like, what? Like, literally what? My capture card, like, it's never been a problem ever, and then it's only happening on 8-7. It was like, what the hell?
For the future.
The first time I tried to get myself alive, and then I realized I was like, oh my gosh, just pause the game.
For the
but then there was one time where I
pause.
paused and still died. Huh?
For the future, don't pause. Do whatever you can to finish your time. In between loads, deactivate, reactivate on OBS. Like, and just pray that works.
Yeah. It's just like on 8-7 especially, it's like the stage is moving, so I like know if I just like stay still, I'm gonna get screwed over. So it was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Maybe the strat would be to do a no 8-7 run.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Agree with your next opponent to do all Picasso's race.
Yep. See, there you go. There's the solution. But yeah, I don't know. The first game was just crazy. I was mental lapsing on everything, so I'm like, oh, I'm ready to start, and I'm on the home screen still. And I'm like, oh, geez. So then I'm scrambling to get started, and then I didn't hit my timer when the timer started because I realized I was in the wrong spot, and that's when like that all went crazy. And then I was freaking out about it, and that's when I got hit in 1-2 by a Goomba because I wasn't really paying attention. So
Yeah, you got the
Yeah,
experience
I
now.
just-
You know what to do for next time.
yeah,
Just practice the levels you played bad in, and you definitely could take a game from somebody if you
yeah.
play
I
really
just,
good.
oh my gosh. Yeah, and I didn't know these were series, so I'm like sitting here on the credits, like, oh, I'm waiting for my invite to the commentary, and I'm
Oh yeah,
like, why is
that's
everyone
three.
just chilling here? That's my bad.
No, it's all good. I think there was a time where they weren't supposed to be series, so maybe there's
Got it.
a little bit of confusion there.
I was listening to the stream audio, and Cheese was like, all right, we're waiting for J-Man to join up for the next game, and I was like, what? Oh my gosh! So that's why I was like scrambling on that. And then yeah, I didn't confirm my time on the previous race, so it wouldn't let me join the next race, and that's what was like causing all that hold up, and I didn't
Oh,
realize it.
yeah.
So like
Yeah,
that, it was a perfect storm of like mishaps today for me, but that's all right.
Do you have
All
an
good,
idea
bro.
what you're
No,
doing so people can put that down on the sheet?
yeah, I'll go and